You walked into a room to get something, and then nothing. You have absolutely no idea why you're there. You stand for a moment hoping it comes back. It doesn't. So you walk back out. And the second you leave the room, you remember. Sound familiar? That is your brain doing something very specific. And once you understand what it's doing, you'll never look at your own memory the same way again. Every memory starts as an electrical signal. When something happens, you see something, hear something, feel something, neurons in your brain fire together. And here's the key: neurons that fire together wire together. They form a physical connection called a synapse. The stronger that connection, the stronger the memory. The first time you experience something, the connection is weak and thin. But every time you revisit it, every time you think about it, talk about it, or sleep on it, that connection gets thicker and stronger. Your brain has two very different kinds of memory. Short-term memory is like a sticky note. It holds a small amount of information for a short time. A phone number you just heard. The name of someone you just met. If nothing reinforces it, it disappears within seconds or minutes. Long-term memory is completely different. It's more like carving something into stone. Once it's there, it can last a lifetime. But here's the thing: your brain doesn't automatically move everything from the sticky note to the stone. It has to decide what's worth keeping. Forgetting is not a failure. It is a feature. Your brain receives about 11 million bits of information every single second. If it kept all of it, you would be completely overwhelmed. So it filters ruthlessly. It asks, is this new? Is this useful? Is this emotionally significant? If the answer to all three is no, it gets discarded. That's why you forget most of what you read if you only read it once. That's why you forget names at parties. Your brain looked at that information and decided it wasn't worth the storage space. The single most powerful thing that makes a memory stick is emotion. When something makes you feel something, excitement, fear, joy, surprise, your brain releases chemicals that essentially say, remember this. This matters. That's why you remember your first day at a new school, but not what you had for lunch 3 Tuesdays ago. That's why scary movies stay with you. That's why music can take you back to a specific moment years later. Emotion is the brain's way of tagging information as important. Here's something that might change how you think about sleep. While you're unconscious, your brain is doing one of its most important jobs. It's replaying the day, sorting through everything that happened, deciding what to keep, and physically strengthening the connections for those memories. This process is called memory consolidation. It happens mostly during deep sleep, which means if you stay up all night studying, you are actually sabotaging yourself. The studying goes in, but without sleep, it doesn't stick. In the 1880s, a scientist named Hermann Ebbinghaus did something unusual. He memorized hundreds of nonsense syllables and then tested himself over time to see how fast he forgot them. What he found became known as the forgetting curve. Within 24 hours, you forget about 70% of new information. Within a week, almost all of it is gone. But here's the powerful part. Every time you revisit something just before you're about to forget it, the curve resets, and the next time you forget it more slowly. This is called spaced repetition, and it is the most effective way to learn anything. Some memories don't need repetition at all. They burn in on the first try. Psychologists call these flashbulb memories, vivid, detailed snapshots of moments when something deeply significant happened. The moment you heard surprising news. The first time you felt truly proud of yourself. The day something changed everything. These memories are so strongly encoded that decades later, you can still recall exactly where you were, what the light looked like, what you were wearing. Your brain treated that moment as unmissable. And it was right. Your memory is not a recording. It's not a hard drive. It's a living system that is constantly making decisions about what matters and what doesn't. It forgets most things on purpose. Keeps the things that moved you. And right now, as you watch this, your brain is deciding whether to remember it. Give it something to hold on to. Feel something about it, sleep on it, come back to it.